There's a price to pay for you wanting to get ahead in life, right? There really is. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that just don't want to pay the price. A lot of prices to pay, right? It's struggling for a while. It's not knowing if this is going to work out. It's sleepless nights. It's stressing. It's not spending time with family. It's getting sick. It's having to leave friends and family because they're not on the same level, for there. It's just, there's a lot of prices. That's not weekends, not spending time on weekends because you're in the office studying and then trying things out and then failing a lot and then having to come back again and having to have that resilience and question whether you're doing this. And people say, why are you doing this for? And all that sort of stuff. There's a lot, the techniques are one thing, but then there's overcoming so many things, right? Especially in trade. That's what makes trading so hard, Because when I first started trading, I had no idea what I was doing. So then you got to understand the game even more. If you go to johnsfreetraining.com, I give you a lot more about my story. But the whole thing about that is you're learning trading. You want to get good at trading, but you got to learn the truth about trading. And that takes a while to start to understand. Then you're going to have sacrifices of not spending time with friends and family because you're spending all your time trying to learn this thing and get good at this thing. You're trying to understand. You look at techniques, indicators, systems, trading, fundamentals, macros, professional speakers, and there's so many things going down the pathway. And then you start to go down the path of, it seems to be, you start to go down the path where you're just trying to get ahead, you're just trying to make it. And unfortunately, it took me well over 5 years for things to start to slowly click. I've been trading now for 20 years. And it was over a decade of getting involved with these markets. I was slow. I was dumb. I kept doing the dumb shit all the time, and mistakes and all that sort of stuff. And it took me well over 10 years for me to start to become serious about this and become a bit more disciplined about this. And it wasn't until that I started to treat this thing more seriously, I started to be more committed. Things started to slowly turn around for me. And now I'm very grateful now, 20 years after that, now after all this time, things are really, really, really clicking for me. And that's my goal, is to share this sort of stuff with you. But it's not easy, right? It's hard. There's a lot of sacrifices. There's lonely times. You having to move friends. Me, every few years, I'm upgrading my friends every few years. But the thing is my thing is I'm always pulled towards where I'm going in life and where I want to go. And that's always the thing that pulls me.